Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It is me, Mysterious Cameraman, and today I'm going to be talking about The Flash Season 9, Episode 5, The Mask of the Red Death Part 2. If you haven't already seen my official trailer for my own fan film, Spider-Man and Kingpin of Time, that's on my channel now, and at the end of this video, and in the description. If you want to if you want to see my review for The Flash Seasons 1 through 3, or the past 4 episodes of this season, you can check them out on my channel now. Let's get into the video. I fully expected to hate this episode. Out of the 4 episodes of the season currently, this was not the plotline I was excited for. If anyone really follows The Flash, they would know that there's rumors about Savitar, Zoom, Barthon, Stephen Amell, who's Green Arrow, Wally West. I think I heard some Supergirl rumors as well, all going to be in the season. So I was really excited for that, but I also heard that first we had to get through the Red Death. So I wasn't really too excited for this. And I liked 1 a bit, I liked 3 a bit. And they were like, okay, I never really loved an episode until this, so I'm going to quickly go through it. At first, I wasn't a huge fan. Didn't really like her story, how she was like, I need to, be a judge of people. But it really got better once everyone became so depressed. Like, when everyone left and Barry was alone, and that scene with Joe, and even just the lighting of every scene is so dark and gloomy. It actually elevates most of the scenes, because how dark and gloomy everything is actually makes some of the scenes feel so much better, which is what I wanted from this final season. I didn't want it to be a bright thing how the episode ends. I want it to be really dark. Kramer did nothing. The side characters did nothing. But I actually really like the Rogues Gallery. I really like Harley. I think their name is Inferno and Goldface. I like those 3. They're really fun to watch. And I really like those 3 working with Barry, and when they leave, Barry's all alone, and he's pissed off that he's alone, and the lighting of every scene reflects it. It's, so dark, all the lightning's coming in, and there's these, spotlights coming down, and it's some of the most creative writing we've seen in the entire show. And then the Grodd part's okay. Red Death's pretty good in this, but my favorite part of the episode was definitely their fight, even though it looks kind of stupid. I like how Barry's, making shields out of the lightning, and they're throwing lightning balls at each other. And that race around the city actually looks really cool. Also, Barry isn't the one chasing Red Death. Red Death is chasing Barry, because usually Barry's the one chasing the villains. So I really like how it's, they're, shielding, and then they're throwing things at each other. And it just is very different, kind of like the lightsaber battle. And it didn't feel as stupid as the lightsaber battle did. But I do like how, at the end, Joe leaves. I want him to die, but that works, too. I really liked how we found out Iris is pregnant, and I feel like it ends good. I feel like it ends with everything being optimistic, which is what it should do, to set up the whole really dark, what I want the season to end in such a dark tone, one of the darkest tones we've ever seen for the show. Probably the darkest tone we've seen probably since season 3. That's what I want to happen. So let's talk about the 6 points. I think it was directed very well. This was definitely the best episode this season by far, and I think you can see that in the way it's shot. I think a lot of the shots you can feel the director's presence in it, and even the lighting adds so much to those camera shots that they can play off each other. Editing is also very good in this. The fight scenes look good. They go back a bit to those older seasons of that running style, which is good, and I do like the fight scene, which means they nailed both editing and choreography. But I'll get to choreography in a minute. The acting in this is also very good. I really feel like I can connect with the characters of Joe and Barry in this. There are times I feel like Joe's, there, and same with Barry is, but I like how they have self-awareness, and they're like, oh yeah, I really am just a character that's there. And you can see that in their performance. The characters, you can actually feel that their emotions in this. And as much as I don't like Caitlin as Keone, you can feel her emotion too. So even though a lot of people don't like, including myself, don't like most of these characters, it's very rare that you can feel their emotions, and this episode let us do that. The story of this episode, I feel like, is a very good ending to it. I wasn't a huge fan how Grodd got weirdly tied into something that I don't even remember from the show, but I do like that it does everything else very well. I feel like it ties up this plot perfectly. And it was a short plot, but I think it was tied up well. Let us move on to choreography, which I'll touch on quickly. I like the fight scenes. This show's never really been known for them, but I feel like this is definitely a good one. like, I feel like they've definitely been doing those final battles very well. Like, I like the Armageddon one. I like the Blue Death Storm one. So I liked a lot of them. And the music actually also is better in this one. I liked a lot of the musical themes, and I also like how they didn't resort to licensed songs. So besides that, I really like this episode. By far, this was the best episode of the season. In my opinion, if I had to rank the first 5 episodes, last place would be 2. No, last place would be 4, then 2, then 1, then 3, then 5. I really like this episode. The last episode was clearly the worst of the season, but I feel like they really recovered it with everything in this second half. I personally really liked it. I understand why you wouldn't. If you don't, I completely understand that too. So besides that, thank you so much for watching this video. See you guys next week. See you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.